Go. All right. Well, welcome everyone, and happy Tuesday, by the way. I'm Jenny Lusby. I'm actually calling in tonight from Fishers, Indiana, and I just want to personally welcome each and every single one of you to tonight's call, whether you're a brand new guest listening in for the very first time, or maybe you've already been a part of the PURVii family. You know, maybe you're already excited about taking ownership of your health. And I will tell you, we are absolutely on a mission here to provide hope to everyone, you guys, whether it be for better health, better finances, maybe you just are looking for some more purpose in your life, or you want to be a part of a community, something bigger than yourself. I tell you, we have all of the above. So the name of the company that you're going to hear about tonight is called PURVii. And I'm not going to go into how that name came about. That's a whole long story. But as you can see, we have the Eucharist here in the middle. This is a faith-driven, faith-based company. We're super proud of that. But anyway, the company is brand new, by the way. We are just a one-year-old company. We just celebrated our 1-year anniversary, actually last month. June 24th of 2023 was the day we opened our doors. So anyway, we are just getting started, but the good news is the company is doing great. We're already a debt-free company, doing great things already in our first year, but we are super excited, you guys, to be rounding the very beginning stages of our second year in business. So with that, just a little bit about my husband and I. My name again is Jenny Lusby. This is my husband, Tony. We have actually 30 years of combined experience in the network marketing, direct sales, whatever you like to call it, you guys. I like to call it relationship marketing because at the end of the day, that's really what this is all about. I always say friends do what friends do. And you know what? That's what it's all about. It's about helping your family, helping your friends, helping people that you love and care about get the most out of life and really live their very best life. And so what you're going to hear about tonight, you guys, is so cutting edge technology. If you are at a place in your life where you want to feel better, you know, maybe you want to look better, you want to get in the best shape of your life. And it really does all start with something that you're going to hear about tonight. It starts with knowing your numbers. So again, that's Tony and I, but nothing about us tonight. This is all about our guest speaker. I absolutely adore this gentleman. His name is Dr. Derrick DeSilva. If you guys are new, you know, Dr. DeSilva is world renowned. He's been a regular featured guest on ABC. He's been on CBC. Oh my gosh, CNN, Extra, you guys. I can't even name them all. I couldn't fit them all on the screen, but he is a internal medicine physician, still practicing as an internist today out of New Jersey. Like I said, going on 37 years as we speak. But you guys, he is not only an expert in what you call Western medicine. I love the fact that he really appreciates Eastern medicine and realizing that in many cases, when people have symptoms and diseases and things like that, and a lot of times it can be traced back to a deficiency in the body, whether it be a vitamin deficiency, a mineral deficiency. And I love that he does the best, you guys, of marrying the two together. So there's a time and place, obviously, for Western medicine. But guys, I'm not going to waste any more time. This gentleman, like I said, he's the recipient of the Alan Mintz Award. This is one of the most prestigious awards in medicine. My gosh, he's won so many awards, I know, right there in New Jersey as well as New York. But anyway, on the teaching faculty of the JFK Medical Center, published author, radio personality. He's been the past president of the American Nutraceutical Association, and he serves on many boards, you guys, but he travels all over the country and around the world, sharing his passion for helping people physically get healthy. And I love this. What you're going to share tonight, Dr. DeSilva, gets me so excited because I know you're very passionate about people really taking ownership, taking control of their health the natural way. So I'm going to turn it over to you, our Chief Medical Officer. Thank you so much for joining us on this live call tonight.
Of course, you're very welcome, Jenny. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. You know, you said something really important before we started the recording, and that was the issue that you had at your home today, right? When you called me and said, "Hey, I have this going on," what's one of the first things I said to you was, "What's the blood pressure? What's the heart rate?" And you immediately were able to use the PureScan app to give me that data within 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So this whole idea of knowing your numbers in a crisis,
Mhm.
I need to know what was the blood pressure, what was the heart rate, what was the blood sugar. And immediately we were able to come to a solution about what was going on in your home. So
Mhm.
knowing your numbers, folks, is I don't even know how to say how important this is. Because in a crisis, the most important thing when you call your doctor or you are doing a telehealth call or whatever, they're going to say to you, what's the blood pressure? What's the heart rate? What's the blood sugar? Wouldn't it be amazing to just grab your phone and just take a look at your phone and say, okay, I'll be right back. Just give me 30 seconds. I'm going to check the person's vitals. And all you need to do is look at the phone. It's called transdermal optical imaging. Transdermal optical imaging is the technology that we use on our PureScan app to get those vitals. It is convenient. There's no needle sticks. There's no blood pressure cuffs. It's 95% accurate. This is not something that, oh, we don't know what the accuracy is. It's 95% accurate. It is custom and proprietary to us here at PUREVii. It is a screening tool. It is used as an early intervention tool. For those of you that don't know what your heart rate is, what your blood pressure is, what your blood sugar is, what your cholesterol risk is, what your cardiac workload is, folks, I'm telling you, this is critical. I love the words, the verbiage on this screen. It's the window to your health. In 30 seconds, we can give you this information. Before I go on here, I want to, oh no, I'm going to save that till the end. I'm going to save that to the end. But anyway, the technology that we're using is so incredible. We are so ahead of our time. It is very difficult to convey to people how ahead of our time we are. The next thing that, if you think back to this technology, think back to phone technology and the internet, dial up internet. Do you remember dial up internet? What, 15 years ago?
You're really dating us right now, Dr. D.
Well, it is. You know what, Jenny? This is something to me that this is where we are with this technology is where dial-up was.
Mm.
What was it, 15 years ago, right? About 15 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. It was unbelievable what it took to connect to the internet. Today, if you type in something and you don't get your answer within a second, you look and you say, what's wrong with my phone? Or what's wrong with my internet? Whereas in the past, it would take minutes. It would take 3, 4, 5 minutes to connect. Today, it takes a second. Folks, where we are with this technology, where we are with this pure scan technology is where the internet was 15 years ago. We are so ahead of our time that it's incredible. Looking into your phone and getting all of this information is mind-boggling. And I'm telling you, when you're in the middle of a crisis, and I'm saying this again, and you call the emergency room or you call your doctor or you do a telehealth call, the first thing they're going to ask you is what's the blood pressure? What's the blood sugar? What's the heart rate? What medications is this person on? That's exactly what I asked Jenny today. She had something going on in her home, and she called me and she said, Dr. DeSilva, I need to speak with you whenever you get it wasn't a critical emergency, but it was important. The first thing I said to her was, what are the vitals? The next thing I said was, is this person on any medications? And the next thing I said was, well, where are we? What have we done? What have you done so far? And Jenny was able to give me, thank God everything worked out okay. There was no issues. There was not a medical emergency, but everything worked out okay. But knowing those numbers made it so much easier for me to give Jenny a working diagnosis of what was going on. So,
And Dr. D, if I can add to that,
sure.
the symptoms you guys were like numbness in the arm, numbness in the left arm, numbness in the left side of the mouth. And you're immediately thinking, oh my goodness, is this a stroke, right? But thank God I did have the app and I quickly checked all the vital signs. So, what really made me feel better was knowing the blood pressure was in normal range. The heart rate was pretty much in normal range, other than some anxiety. But,
Right.
it just kind of helped me to have a better idea. And then, of course, when I got on the phone with you, that helped you to know better what was going on.
Exactly. And by the way, this had nothing to do with Tony.
No, I
Okay.
know everybody's probably like,
You
what
know,
happened to
it's
Tony?
yeah, it had nothing to do with Tony. It has
No.
nothing to do with Tony. It was Tony is Tony. Tony is great. Tony is wonderful. But knowing those numbers and having that information was critical. Let's go to the next slide. Let's talk a little bit about some of the products that are out there. Before that, non-invasive, we said that already, HIPAA compliant, US servers, three US patents, and 8 science-based studies. That's why we can say this is 95% accurate, because we have the data, we have the information in order to say that. I would not say that if we didn't have the data in order to prove what I am saying. Next slide, please, Jenny. So we have products to go with this. There are so many people that are out there today that have these health concerns, like health concerns with their blood sugar, with their stress level, with their blood pressures, with vitamin D being low, with gastrointestinal issues. We have products for the top 5 health concerns in this country. Blood sugar. And the whole issue with blood sugar is huge. There are so many people that have blood sugar issues, and we have a solution for you. It will help with your cravings. It will help with your weight, because here's the issue. When you have you eat a meal and your insulin goes up, what's going to happen to your weight? The weight's going to become an issue. Cutting carb cravings, helping support blood sugar, critically important. 1 dropper full twice a day, after breakfast and after dinner. Next, Jenny. The whole issue and concern that we have with mood, the stress that people are under. And that's the other thing I told Jenny today. This person that was having an issue today, Jenny said they were stressed, they were anxious, they were nervous. Well, we could use the mood for that. It improves your mood. It improves your sleep. It does have adaptogenic benefits, because we've got 3 amazing mushrooms as part of this product: lion's mane, reishi, and cordyceps. Incredible mushrooms that help support normal, healthy mood. And the adaptogenic effect will help calm a lot of people down. The way you use this is you can use a quarter a dropper full, or a half a dropper full twice a day. Start low and go slow. You need to sleep, you have trouble with sleep, start with a quarter dropper full or a half a dropper full. If that doesn't work, bump it up a little bit more. Next, Jenny.
And by the way, Dr. DeSilva, this product literally was a lifesaver today, because a lot of what we were dealing with was stress induced, anxiety induced. Gave her a full dropper full of this, and literally within 5 to 10 minutes, completely restful, peaceful, and actually ended up taking a nap. So it was
Right.
absolutely amazing.
And you said, this person took a 2-hour nap. Why? Because they were able to calm down their body. The adaptogenic effect of this particular product helped relax this person and help them calm down and get a little bit of rest. Next, please. Flow, blood pressure issues, nitric oxide production. Folks, nitric oxide, I'm doing a lecture next week, actually, in this weekend. I'm also doing a presentation for a group of physicians on nitric oxide, the importance of nitric oxide. Having the right amounts of nitric oxide in your system is a critical issue. In order for nitric oxide to work, you have to have two things. You have to have good blood flow, and the next thing you need to have is you need to have the right oral mucosa, the right oral flora. You also need to have the right gut flora. And this is where our probiotic also comes in. So the flow works with our probiotic product. They both work together because in the mouth, it converts nitrates to nitrites, and in the gut, nitrites to nitric oxide. The technology that we use in all of our liquid products is called nanotechnology, where we reduce the size and the particles. We reduce those particles of those ingredients that we use to 10 to the minus ninth. They are nano-sized particles. And when you put them in your mouth, when you drip it in your mouth, what happens? Because the particle size is so small, the absorption is almost instantaneous. That is why this is so unique. Next, by the way, performance pre-workout is incredible. Vitamin D. Folks, we're in the middle of summer. We're in the northern hemisphere. We're in the middle of summer. Vitamin D is not only, excuse me, vitamin D, I get so excited. Vitamin D is not only for your just to bring your vitamin D level up. It's critical for the immune system. People right now, believe it or not, I had a call today from a patient in Florida that was that had cold and almost flu-like symptoms. And what I said to her was, make sure you do a COVID test. And the next thing is, have you been using your vitamin D? And you know what she said to me? No, I have not been using my D3K2. I said, look, you've got to use this in the summer also because it's good for your immune system. You have colds and flus. You've got allergies. For those of you that have allergies, if your immune system is healthy, and if your immune system is doing what it's supposed to be doing, allergies become a non-issue because your immune system is doing what it's supposed to do. So it isn't just colds and flus, it's allergies. It's you're out with people, you're on a plane, you're traveling, you're in crowds. Your immune system needs to be healthy. But also the vitamin K2, folks, we are seeing more and more data and more information about how important vitamin K2 is. So we have this, and vitamin K2, by the way, works with the vitamin D3 to move vitamin D where it needs to be within the body. It's important for your bones. It's important for your brain, your memory, your focus, and it's an incredible antioxidant. Next, please, Jenny. And of course, our probiotic, right? It's a two-piece capsule, critical for digestion, critical for your immune system also. 70% of your immune system resides in your gut, in your intestines. The gut makes over 70% of the neurotransmitters. All of those serotonin, dopamine, all of those are made in the gut. They're not made in the brain. They're made in the gut and they work in the brain. But also, this is where they're made. Two-piece capsule technology, acid-stable capsules that are responsible for opening up and releasing the bacteria in the beginning parts of the small intestine. Because if this opened up in the stomach, what would happen? If it opened up in the stomach, the acid in the stomach would destroy the organisms. So the technology allows these capsules to open in the beginning parts of the small intestine, thereby allowing the good bacteria to do what they do. 3 organisms, Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus acidophilus, Lactobacillus rhamnosus, and Bifidobacter, the most studied organisms that have the broadest coverage for your body that we can put together. This is an amazing product. Every single one of you needs to be taking the probiotic, the D3K2. You have to be using the glucose after a meal. You also, if you're stressed, if you're nervous, use the mood. And of course, if there's issues with blood flow, no matter what the situation is, use use our Flow product. Now, what I wanted to say right now and in the beginning, and I said I stopped myself, was this: hydration. Folks, everywhere in this country, it is hot. It is incredible to me. We just came off of a holiday. We just came off the July 4th holiday. A lot of us were outside. We were sweating. It was hot. I am drinking, this is 32 ounces. I am drinking right now 2 of these a day. I cannot begin to tell you. So I'm doing 64 ounces a day. I cannot begin to tell you how important this is right now, is hydration. You should be drinking half your body weight in ounces. Half of your body weight in ounces, unless you've had a history of heart failure or you have a history of kidney disease. And your doctor said, don't drink, limit your water to X number of ounces. The rest of us, half of your body weight in ounces. Again, thank you for joining me. God bless you all, and we'll see you soon. Jenny, back to you.
Awesome. Well, Dr. DeSilva, thank you so much for just, empowering people to really be their own patient advocate. I think at the end of the day, that's what this is really all about, is like helping people take ownership of their health. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this information tonight. I just want to close out by saying, if you're a guest tonight or you're listening to the replay, definitely get back with the person that invited you on to listen into this information. Let them know if you have any questions or what you'd love the best about it. But I will tell you, we would absolutely love to invite each and every one of you to join us on our mission. You guys, we are absolutely, like I said in the beginning, we're on a mission to change lives. We want to help people physically feel better. We want to help people, obviously, with their financial health, but also we are all about rescuing trafficked children. So that is our cause. We didn't get into that tonight, but that's really it, you guys. We love people. We want to help people. And we'd absolutely love to invite you to join us and be a part of our PURVii family. So again, Dr. DeSilva, thank you so much for tonight's call. You guys have a wonderful rest of your evening, and God bless each and every one of you.